الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Brothers and sisters in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And finally, Ramadan has come to an end. It is very sad. Ramadan is leaving us and we can't do nothing about stopping it. And subhanallah, Ramadan is leaving us saying, take care of your iman, take care of your good deeds, take care of your fasting, take care of your a'mal, take care of your qiyam al-layl, take care of yourself, and stay healthy so that you worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala all the time. Brothers and sisters, although it is Eid tomorrow, we feel, our heart feel heavy, and we feel a bit of sadness in our hearts. And we pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help us and allow us another opportunity to fast Ramadan, inshallah, for next year and the years to come. Like the sun set at the end of the day. You see, when the sun set at the end of the day, and so is Ramadan is going. Ramadan is going and leaving us, and it leaves only its marks on our hearts. These marks of righteousness, mark of virtuousness, mark of light, the marks of devotion, the marks of sincerity. Ikhwani, before I speak about and remind myself and you about the virtues of observing the 6 days of SHAWWAL, allow me to say to you that Ramadan is about realizing that life is nothing but illusion and test. Illusion and test. The real life is the life of the hereafter. Allah Azza wa Jalla in the Quran described this life as the enjoyment of deceptive life. And for the true Muslim, the end of Ramadan is not the end. I'll say again, the end of Ramadan is not the end. That for true Muslim. It's not the end, but a start of a new journey. It's a new journey towards what? Towards Jannah. Towards Jannah. And it is unfortunately, people after Ramadan, most of them will grow lazy. Will go back to their routines and abandon their prayers and put the Quran on the shelves. This is not the way it should be, brothers and sisters. We worship the Lord of Ramadan, not Ramadan. If fasting ends by today, then there is another 6 days coming up, recommended to fast, inshallah, and also to add more reward and more hasana to your credit. Now, fasting the 6 days of SHAWWAL, after fasting the obligatory Ramadan fast, is a desirable, I have to make it clear, it is a desirable prophetic act of worship. We call it in Arabic sunnah mustahabba, desirable. Fasting the 6 days of SHAWWAL is not obligatory. But when I say that fasting the 6 days of SHAWWAL is not obligatory, it is also recommended. It is recommended for the Muslim to fast the 6 days of SHAWWAL. And in this, brothers, in these acts, the act of fasting of SHAWWAL, the 6 days of SHAWWAL, is a great fadila, is a great virtue, and immense manifest reward. Whoever fasts these 6 days will have recorded for him a reward will have recorded for him a ajr, a reward, yeah, as if he had fasted for the whole year. And do you really want to miss such opportunity, such amazing reward? I don't think so. So all of us, inshallah, all of us are encouraged to engage in these additional days of fasting to gain more reward, yeah. So it was reported from the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in a Sahih hadith recorded by Imam Muslim and others. Abu Ayyub al-Ansari radiyallahu anhu reported that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Man sama sittan min Shawwal, man sama sittan min Shawwal, thumma atba'ahu." عفوا من صام رمضان, I have to correct it. من صام رمضان ثم أتبعه ستا من شوال كان كالصيام الدهر أو كما قال صلى الله عليه وسلم. Whoever fasts the month of Ramadan then, yeah, and follows it, he follows it with the 6 days of Shawwal, it will be as if he fasted a lifetime. And the Prophet ﷺ explained this when he said, whoever fasts 6 days after Eid al-Fitr. So after Eid al-Fitr, yeah, after Ramadan, we have after Eid al-Fitr celebration, inshallah. And you can always start fasting these precious 6 days of Shawwal, inshallah, by after tomorrow, by Tuesday, inshallah, by Monday, inshallah, you can start fasting. Just leave the Eid al-Fitr, the day of Eid, is the day of eating, drinking, rejoicing, showing happiness. And this is the reason why before you go to Salat al-Eid, it is a sunnah of the Prophet to really eat some dates, showing that this day means tomorrow is not a day of eating and drinking, but it is a day of happiness, the day of eat and drink, inshallah, and express your gratitude to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for having given you the ability to fast during the 30 days of Ramadan. Now I have to come back, why I said, mentioned earlier. Come back to the point. So whoever fasts 6 days after Eid al-Fitr has completed the year. Allahu Akbar. Now this is how it works. Whoever does one good deed in Arabic is hasana. One good deed. Whoever does one good deed, hasana, will have 10 times of its like. The one hasana, Allah Azza wa Jalla will, because Allah is so generous, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah doesn't need our worship. And nor does Allah Azza wa Jalla will be afflicted with any of our disobedience. Yeah, Allah's glory will decrease, will be degraded by our shortcomings and mistakes and sins. Allah is Allah. Allah doesn't need us, but we do need Allah Azza wa Jalla, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah is so generous. One hasana, I give you 10, and that 10 can be also multiplied to yani how much He wants, subhanahu wa ta'ala. 700 and more, subhanahu wa ta'ala. But as we mentioned our the earliest durus during the early days of Ramadan, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not reveal how much He's going to give for the reward of fasting. Fasting is for Allah, and He will give reward for it. Now, so fasting a month of Ramadan is like fasting how many? 10 months. That actually is 300 days. And fasting 6 days of Shawwal, that completes the whole year. I would like to conclude with this, brothers and sisters, as we talk about fasting the 6 days of Shawwal. There is another important benefit of fasting these 6 days of Shawwal, is that it makes up the shortfall in a person's obligatory Ramadan fast. It makes up if there is any shortage, if there is any deficiencies, if there is any shortcomings. Because these shortcomings in Ramadan that actually we've committed in Ramadan do have a negative effect in our fasting. So by fasting the 6 days of Shawwal, also, mashallah, the benefit also, it makes up the shortfall in the person's obligatory Ramadan fast. So, do you still want to really leave these 6 days of fasting and leave them and don't fast them for no reason? I think we are all encouraged, inshallah, to add more reward. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the ability to fast and to continue and to obey and to perform deeds of righteousness throughout our lives. Eid Mubarak to you. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.